the round 2 of the 2019 New Zealand Supersport Championship here at Levels Raceway today. Kindly sponsored by Yamaha Motor New Zealand, Suzuki New Zealand, Image Centre, Pirelli, DHL, Carl Cox Motorsport, Resine Automotive Paints. We've got to introduce the riders. We have the championship leader with 1 point, by 1 point, literally, Avalon Biddle on the MPF Kawasaki. We have on the Carl Cox Kawasaki next to her is Toby Summers. And then we have the Blue Crew Team Yamaha of Rogan Chandler. And then we have the new one on the block here, but fourth in the championship with Meiju. You know,
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do. Ashton Hughes on the Hughes Motors Triumph 675. Right, guys, we don't want to dwell on this too much about last week. It was just one of those freaky things that actually happened. Obviously qualifying, that must have been a bit of a blast. Be able to, well, look at it now, you've got 1 point, so that must have been your challenge, and there you go.
Yeah, I guess it really paid off, the extra work in getting pole position, because obviously gave me 1 point, which is now the championship lead with everyone else tied second. So yeah, really, really bizarre circumstances. Like I was feeling really good in qualifying, in practice, and had a great qualifying, showing really good pace. As I said to you earlier today, I'd never been on the podium in a 600 race at Ruapuna, so it was looking really good. And then, just things completely out of everyone's control meant that we didn't get a race, but we were all geared up, ready to go twice. The first time we got a lap in, and then the second time we didn't even get to the starting grid. So yeah, just really bizarre to be packing up after not even racing, and everyone saying, "Oh, you're leading the championship," and I was like, "We haven't even raced." So yeah, I think it's almost a relief to be here at Levels this weekend and get another stab at some racing.
And of course, this weekend, to make up for that, they've thrown in for good measure another race. How do you think you'll go there?
Good. I think it's going to be a hard-fought battle. I think everyone here definitely has the pace to run at the front, with a few others thrown in as well. And Levels always produces some close racing with such tight corners. My MTF Kawasaki obviously has good top-end speed, which doesn't really play a difference here as much as it does at other tracks. So I'm going to have to work hard on getting the bike set up, which I think we have done over the last couple of days. And yeah, I'm sure we'll be there at the front fighting for some points over the 4 races.
And Toby, last weekend didn't deter you at all. It's just one of those things. Come down here this weekend, hey, give it a shot and let's see if you can get max.
Yeah, like you said, last weekend at Ruapuna, like I've just said, it's out of everyone's hands. The crash for our first race when it got red flagged, that was just a real unfortunate accident for James, and he's still in hospital. So everyone thinking about him, hoping he's getting better. And then on the Sunday, some oil got spilt on the track. The track was beyond riding from my point of view, from my opinion. I'm sure a lot of others shared that thing, and it's just a shame that everyone decides to take it upon themselves to think they're an expert. And but we got to move on from that. No one crashed on the oil and all this sort of stuff. It's New Zealand nationals for sure, and it's important to everyone. But people need to remember, if the track's not safe, it's not safe. And so we move on. We're here this weekend at Timaru, so it's a fresh start. As you've already said, Av's on 1 point. There's 30 of us joint on second with 0 points. So yeah, it's quite a unique thing. That's never happened before. But now we go back to a 4-round series like what we've done in previous years. We've got the extra race tomorrow, which is going to be it's 2 10-lappers. So, at the moment the temperature is quite cold, so it's just trying to find a suitable tyre. And for me, I really like this track. It's not such a horsepower track. It's more sort of quite a technical, quite an aggressive track. There's lots of start-stop, and that kind of suits my riding. And all of us here, everyone's capable of getting a win, and it should be some close racing. And that's what we want. So really looking forward to it.
Rogan, how do you feel about basically what he was talking about last weekend and this coming weekend?
Well, yeah, like you said, last weekend there's pretty much nothing you can do, and we sort of I was almost happy in a sense because I don't do too well at Ruapuna, so just kind of skip that one and head straight to here. So no, I like Timaru a lot, and it's always been one of my favourite tracks, and it's a bit different on It's a bit different on the 600 compared to other things I've ridden here in the past. But no, I'm enjoying it a lot, and hopefully we can improve from last year and just battle with these guys at the front. And I think the 4 race thing is quite good to get an extra one for us, considering we missed quite a lot compared to the other classes. And we had to just throw a spanner in the mix and see what happens.
And Ashton, you had a really good Suzuki series this year. You were right up there, and we haven't seen you be able to race here yet. Have you ridden here at Timaru on the Triumph here?
Yeah, well, so last year I had a bit of an engine failure on practice day, so today last year, and I thought that was sort of my weekend done and dusted, but thankfully one of my guys at AHL Electric sorted out a bike for me, and it was a sort of an older gen 675, so sort of similar to what I had, but not quite up to the same spec. But so last year was a bit about sort of salvaging some points and getting through the weekend. But yeah, so certainly this year on my bike, it's sort of pretty good to be able to be in the running, I think.
And the last weekend it was again same thing, just nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, well, I've been pleasantly surprised with sort of the pace that I've had this year. Yeah, hopefully we can string something together. And
well, the Triumph's certainly competitive enough, so having been New Zealand champions. So
yeah, so it has been proven, so it can do it. I mean, I would have liked to have got some races in last weekend with the pace that I had, but what can you do? It's all good.
If it does, if it does rain tomorrow, which doesn't look too good, you're pretty set up to. You ever ridden here in the rain before, or you quite like riding in the rain?
Well, last year Friday practice was in the wet, so I think we've all done a couple of laps around here in the wet. Thankfully they've blasted the rubber off the exit of after the hairpin there, which was pretty slippery last year. So yeah, it's good that I've done that. Yeah,
so none of you are really scared of the rain. I wouldn't imagine Toby is.
I don't mind lining up and racing in the rain, but just say today, for example, if it had been raining, wouldn't have been overly keen on doing many laps, because for me personally, I just have the one bike, one set of fairings, and I don't mind falling over. That's a part of it, but it's just riding in the rain. Just one small mistake, and you can total your bike. And just the temperature of the track today, there's quite a few people crashing, just silly crashes, just because they'd come into the pits maybe and all done half a lap slowing down and then gone for it again. And the layout of this track is a lot of left-handers, one after each other, so the left-hand side of the tyre gets really hot and the right-hand side cools down, and you go into the right-hand corner and you end up like laying down. So it'd be different in the rain for sure. If it rains, it rains. Like everyone just wants it either wet or dry. When it's in between and you're frantically changing wheels, tyres, and Ab's alright, she just jumps on, she just snaps her fingers and jumps. Ozzy, I'll take that one.
I'll give him a towel to wipe his sweat. But
Yeah. So for having that's great. But for me personally and Rogan and Ashton, we just thought we've got one bike. Rogan might be able to jump on one of them R1s with a set of wets on.
So I'll still come last.
See how it goes on that.
Not one of the ones. One of them, anyway.
Yeah, I think the wet would be really interesting though, because none of us have any points. So some people are going to be thinking about the championship and trying to salvage some points out of it, and others are just going to go for it. And as Toby said, in the wet, it's such a fine line. You think you're going really good and you think you're sort of riding around safe, and next minute you're on the deck. Or you think you're going good and someone comes flying past and like a gear higher. Yeah. Yeah, so there'll definitely be a few people to watch. So obviously Seth and also Dale, coming from a speedway background. I know in practice here last year in the wet he was very fast. So I mean, I think a wet race might be interesting, but obviously for spectators and everyone it's a lot nicer when it's dry.
Yeah, for sure. You want spectators here to up the event, and it makes it good for everyone, makes it better for the spectators, the riders, for MMZ. It just gets everyone together, everyone's in a better mood. You can have some great racing in the rain, but it's nice. It's a nice venue, as in there's lots of grass banks, everyone can sit around and just watch what's going on. So hopefully we get a bit of warm, dry stuff. So
that's about it. We can call that quit. But I've just got to ask this question. Toby, you and Mitch are matching black eyes from
Yeah.
Seth Devereaux.
Yeah, it's not
another
from
Seth Devereaux.
Fortunately, it's not from each other.
Yeah.
We weren't accidentally hitting heads in the dark. No, we went swimming down the swimming pool yesterday, and they had a big obstacle course laid out, a big inflatable thing, and there was one part that had a big gap, and there was a rope to swing across, and none of us were using it. We were all jumping, and I went through it flat out and got the end, the big knot of the rope in the eyeball, and I come up out of the water, and I thought I could have sworn it was bleeding. It was hurting so much. So
Just another day in the life of Toby.
yeah, another day.
Just
And
ask
then
Peter Hickman.
and then of
He's
course
got
then
comments.
I got on the bike, and then down the back straight where I'm tucked, where the eyes are a bit swollen, like the top of my eye. I couldn't see out of one eye because there was like skin hanging down. I thought I was going to have to duct tape it up. But I just tipped. No, it was fine. I just tipped my head to the side and kind of like looked out my one eye. Yeah, I need one eye down the back straight. You just need two in the
Just for
corners.
something different.
So if we
Magic.
pass you on the right hand side, you won't be able to see us.
Yeah, so one lap I was going down there, adjusted my helmet so I could see, doing my preload on my rear shock and trying to look at my tyre. I must have thought, what is this person doing? It's like, just sit on the bike and,
Yeah.
be
Well,
still.
Thanks, guys, and thanks and good luck to all you, and see what happens. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll get 4 races this
Yeah.
weekend. So.
Yeah, 3. If we get 3, we'd be happy. Yeah,
Absolutely.
but yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.